మిగతా అన్ని స్టేట్స్.
Dear participants, kindly mute your mic, please. Dear participants, Anju Gudla Venkateshwari, Anju Gudla Venkateshwari, Anju madam, kindly mute your mic, please. Anju madam, Anju Gudla, kindly mute your mic, please.
మేడ్ తెలుగు
అంజు
మైసమ్మ కూడా
గుడ్ల.
అన్ని హాస్టల్ రాలే.
Anju Gudla,
అమీర్పేట మొత్తం హాస్టల్ రాలే.
I request all the participants to please be in mute condition because it is going on YouTube live streaming. So unnecessarily, please don't make any unnecessary discussions in this meeting. Thank you.
thank you, madam.
Sir, now you are a host, sir, and I had made this YouTube live streaming also, sir. I'll be
Okay.
sending you the links.
Okay, madam. Okay, thank you, madam. So, dear participants, kindly introduce yourself through chat box. Your name, designation, department, college or institute name, city name, etc. I repeat, dear participants, kindly introduce yourself through chat box. Your name, designation, department, college or institute name, city name, etc.
Note area mana slowly.
Testing 1, 2, 3. Am I audible to everyone?
Yes, sir. Audible, sir.
Okay, perfect. I just want to check the, I want to check if the webcam is working fine as well. Can you all see me as well?
Yes, sir.
Yes, yes, sir.
Okay, great. Thank you. So we are meeting in, we are just beginning the session in 4 minutes from now. Thank you.
Speaker, sir.
Yes, please. Tell me, sir.
Yeah. Sir, shall I make host?
Yes, please. You can make me the host. And
Okay.
I believe that everyone with this link is able to join at any time in the session, correct?
Right, sir.
Or do they require the permission of the host?
No permission. No permission needed,
Okay,
sir.
perfect. Thank you so much,
Sir,
sir.
yeah, now you are host, sir.
Right. Kindly circulate a message in the group that everybody joins in time. Thank you.
Right, sir. Okay, okay, sir. Thank you.
Hi, everyone. Very good evening. I believe maximum of you people have joined. Can you please type in numeric 1 in the chat box if you can uh, hear me very clearly? Type numeric 1 in the chat box. Okay, great. And please type alphabet, capital alphabet V as in victory, if I'm visible as well. Okay, perfect. Thank you so much for the responses. Okay, great. Perfect. Thank you. And I believe, including me, we have, hi, very good evening, and my sincere namaste, vanakkam to all the regional languages that you speak. And we are waiting for some more candidates to join, I believe, and we shall begin in 5 minutes. Is that perfect? Please ask your colleagues, your friends to join on time because we are highly punctual, disciplined, and that is what the success is defined for. So please inform everyone to join on time. We are just going to start with the subject in the next 4 minutes from now. Thank you. Hi, everyone. Very good evening once again to everyone. I welcome you wholeheartedly who have joined the session in time. I respect that, and I respect your dedication and your enthusiasm towards making this a great success. So I have divided this session of 1.5 hours into 3 sections, basically. So the first section for 5 minutes, whereby I will be having an interaction, and you people are requested to participate voluntarily, whereby I would like to know about yourself. The most important thing that you have invested is your time, your presence. And on this weekend, it is a great appreciable thing that you are here. So I want to know from you 4 questions, basically. I'm telling you the 4 questions. The first is your name. Second is where you come from. Third is your profession. And the fourth is what is your expectation from this program, or the workshop, or the FDP program. So first I'll introduce myself, and then we will take that towards you. Also, as a disclaimer, this session is going to be recorded, and hence everyone, I believe that all my sessions till now have been great and brainstorming. And as always, if you want to make it the brainstorming and success all together, it is a great communication that we are here for. So I want every one of you to participate and take good takeaways while attending this session. So with the tap on 1, 2, 3, I will start the recording, which will be there. And everything is getting recorded. And then after, we will begin with the session. So 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so hi everyone, good evening, and it is really glad to be a part of this cohort and of high repute. I just introduce myself. I'm an engineer by degree and manager as well. I pursued both the degrees professional. Then I carry a rich experience of 12 plus years. And I'm proud to say that I have grown myself from an employee to the employer. So I took part at each and every activity, understood this, each and every aspect. I prepared for the UPSC civil services examination that gave me a different diaspora. And today I'm running my own organization. Plus, I am a faculty of marketing at various institutions in India and abroad as well. And it gives me a pleasure to be a part of this cohort. So that is about my introduction. As a part of geography, I'm based in Gurgaon, which is next to Delhi, the capital of India. And I have been working very rigorously and very effectively so that I create some impact in the nation building and add some value to the GDP of the country. So that is about my introduction. I would request 4 to 5 people to raise the hand or do some response so that I can unmute that person. And please tell me 4 questions. I repeat once again, the 4 questions are: number one, what's the name? Second, the place where you come from. Third, what is your profession? And what is your expectation from this program of 1.5 hours? So I can see it is a first in, first out, basically. So I can see some hand risen. 1 minute, please. Let me have the control of this. Yeah. So can you please type in so that I can find that person? Whosoever wants to speak, I will give that chance to unmute. Okay, Mr. Syed. Okay, great. Okay, Ms. Anju, we will come to you. Mr. Syed, we have. Okay. Hi, Mr. Syed. I have asked you to unmute. Yes, please. You are unmuted. Please
Hello,
tell
sir.
us.
Good
Hi.
evening, sir. Good evening, sir.
Yeah, good evening to all. Please tell.
Ms. Rashidendra Abi, sir. I am working as assistant professor in Institute of Nursing and Paramedical Science in Mangalore University, which is in Aligarh, Besma. And
Mhm.
my expectations are very high by seeing the name itself that it will impact good thinking or good execution towards the students also. And also I, as a researcher also, I will it will play a vital role throughout my life.
Right. Absolutely great. Thank you, Mr. Syed. It was really glad to hear from you. And I
Thank you.
guarantee that whatever expectations you carry, I will try to come up to your expectations. Certainly. Thank you, Mr. Syed. And you can mute yourself. Yeah. So now we have another person. I see some hand risen. 1 minute, please. Coming to Miss Anju, right? 1 minute. I just give the chance to Miss Anju so that I search them. 1 minute. Mr. Said, you can unraise your hand. One. Ms. Anju, I think you can unmute yourself. 1 minute. I just have this. Yeah, you can unmute yourself, Ms. Anju.
Hi, very good evening, sir.
Hi.
Yes, I'm so grateful for giving the opportunity. My name is Anjanelu, and I'm from the Telangana. I'm
Mm-hmm.
working as an assistant professor from Guru Nanak Institutions, Hyderabad,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm expecting more from these sessions for artificial intelligence, how it can be integrating with education. And thank you so much, sir. I'm in journey actually. I'm giving the supporting for this session. Thank you, sir. Thank you so
Great.
much.
Thank you so much. Yeah. Thank you for this. And any other person? Ms. Anju, you would like to speak? You can unmute yourself. I've given the rights to everyone to unmute yourself as of now. Ms. Anju, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Yes, please tell.
Yes. Shall I, sir?
Yeah,
Actually,
yeah, please.
I'm in the journey, sir. It is disturbing the
Okay, okay.
session. That's the reason I unmute myself, sir. Thank you. Thank you so
Okay,
much.
got it. Thank you. Yeah. Any other person? Okay. Any other person who would like to introduce yourself and tell us? You can unmute yourself straight away. No one?
Hello,
Yes, please.
good evening, Kapil. I'm
Hello, ma'am.
Gopalakrishnan. Yes, I'm Rama Gopalakrishnan from Chennai.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
a practicing astrologer, and I also deal with legal cases as and when consultations come up. And I'm a talk therapist, which is psychotherapist. I have
Okay,
done my
ma'am. That's
doctorate.
great. Yeah, yeah.
Uh, yes, I have varied interests. But there is no age bar to learning. This is why I'm attending this meeting. All the best to you. Good luck. We'll
Thank
see
you.
how
Thank you
you
so much. Yeah.
sit.
Welcome, ma'am. Yeah. Thank you. Any other person who would like to introduce before we start with the subject altogether? No one?
Hello, sir.
Okay. Hi, Mr. Farweez. Tell
Uh,
us.
uh,
Yes.
yes, my name is Farvis. I am from Cali, Kerala. I am
Mm-hmm.
working as an assistant professor in Department of Chemistry, MMO College, Kozhikode, and also in PSGR from Mall College, Coimbatore, part-time research scholar.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very happy to expect that more idea about the artificial intelligence incorporated in science subjects to develop
Mm-hmm.
a new era or a new type of journey of studying and teaching methodology for developing in a new generation of students. Wish you all the best, and I hope to join everything to this session, sir.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Farweez. And I
Good evening,
guarantee
sir.
that every minute that you invest will be highly informational and you will really like it. Thank you. Yes, please. Who's the next?
Good evening, sir. This is Jagadish from Coimbatore, sir.
Okay. Hi, Mr. Jagdish. How are you?
Fine, sir. Myself, assistant professor in Davatur Southern Gadigal Arts and Science College.
Uh-huh.
Sir, I'm doing a PhD in same artificial intelligence, and I have written 13 of books with
Oh,
ISBN number.
that's
Hello.
great. Awesome.
Um,
Congratulations to you.
yeah, sir, and I have a great idea in AI, not only in AI, machine learning, and as well as in deep learning.
Mm-hmm.
You just
That's
clarify
great.
my doubts in this. If any doubts have came, you just clarify in this session, sir. Thank you.
Sure, absolutely.
Thank
And
you.
in case the doubts are not completed, you are most welcome to
Okay, sir.
always see me and get connected. Okay?
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, perfect. Thank you. Anyone else? The last person who is going to be the last fortunate as of now? Anyone? I need a female researcher or the PhD scholar this time. This is the era of the women empowerment, I believe. Yes. Anyone? We can see Miss Savitha. Miss Savitha, if you don't mind, introduce yourself. Anyone? Yes, please. Oh, yeah. Yes, Seema ji. Hi. Okay, I think that this round of introduction should stop here. And we are going to learn so many things. And I'm just putting this control so that no one can unmute themselves as of now. Just a minute, please. Okay, perfect. So we are all here so to discuss something, crux, something very important, and we already know the subject. So before we discuss the subject, I would like to discuss and say one thing that PPT that I have designed has got a high importance and it is not a Bible at all. So what is there, which is the crux, is the knowledge and how we are able to progress that and how we are able to deploy this knowledge in our day-to-day lives, and not only the profession, but in your surroundings, in the society, and entire India and the world as a whole. So I just share my screen with you, everyone. Just a minute. And please tell me by typing letter S, if you can see the share. Please tell if you're able to see the shared screen by typing alphabet S as in Singapore. Okay, great. Perfect. Thank you so much. So this is to be continued for another 1 hour 15 minutes, and at the last, I will ask you to raise some questions if you have. Certainly. So the topic says that we are moving from the chalkboards to the chatbots, digital marketing and artificial intelligence in the modern education. So first, I would like to thank this platform. I learned so that we have this opportunity that we are able to communicate with each other. Now, coming to the next point, that is, I heartily welcome everyone, and it is a feeling of joy altogether, enthusiasm and excitement parallelly, and the hopes are high for the insightful and intelligent India. Now, evolution, if we talk about, just like the evolution of every species took place in this particular era for the education as well, there is a shift from the chalkboards to the smartboards. And how has been this shift vigorous or very gradual? It totally depends on how we adapt to the surroundings and the situations. Okay, right. So if we talk about the evolution, so if we see this particular thing that we have 1 minute. There is some. Yeah, perfect. If we see all together that, can you please tell what is digital marketing and what is artificial intelligence? Anyone who would like to tell what is digital marketing and what is artificial intelligence? From a layman's perspective, anyone? Because the concepts lies in the layman's terms. It is not that we study so many journals, so many publications, and then we get the idea about the coding and other stuff. But I want to know from the layman language, what is digital marketing and what is AI all about? Anyone who would like to tell us? Yes, via chat, preferably, because I have muted everyone so that the decorum and the discipline can be maintained. You can type, Mr. Syed. That would be great. Please type. Okay, digital marketing through ML is AI. Okay. Okay. But what is digital marketing? Anyone? What is digital marketing? Okay. Ms. Anju says digital marketing is the paperless communication and artificial intelligence is knowledge representation. Not only that is era as reasoning, promotion and distribution of products and services. Okay, perfect. So I go back and try to travel in time machine, and I just go 10 minutes back and I ask you to introduce yourself. Perfect. So everything that I say has got a logic behind. And when I ask you to introduce yourself, the first thing that was the reason behind the introduction was that I should know my audience. I should know who is sitting in front and who the people are expecting out of there. So the first and foremost aspect of every marketer of every educator is to know the audience. And that is the reason I ask you the 4 questions so that I know geography, I know demography, where you come from, what is your education, so that I can modulate, I can adjust, or I can manage my delivery accordingly so that it is the best suited phenomenon. So that is the first and foremost aspect of digital platform. We are performing every other marketing activities, but the difference is that everything is being performed digitally. And we are using internet as a medium, and we have got 3 devices altogether. What are the 3 devices? Number one, laptop PC, second is tablets, and the third is the mobile devices. They're all the entire devices across the world, they are divided into 3 segments, and we have to reach. The problem with the reacher or the advertiser is I'm situated in front of you and I'm able to communicate. But in digital marketing, you have to convince the virtual buyer. With the buyer or the prospect you don't know. And that is the foremost challenge. And hence, it becomes our responsibility parallelly that rather than we have the convincing approach, we should have some kind of approach whereby which is rational, robust, and we are trying to reach them. We are creating a value to them. And that is why I am here so that I can tell you the way out that how you can create a value and you can have a universal design as per the learning platform is a concern, so that you can convince not only the prospect, not only your students or every researcher, they also need such kind of marketing techniques whereby your good work and the deeds that you have done over the years of more than a decade. So you want to reach people. And that is why we are using this platform. Okay, is that clear to everyone about the definition of digital marketing? But what makes a difference? There are thousands of marketers, there are lakhs of marketers across the globe. What makes them different? What makes them different is that how they strategize, how they evaluate, and how they take some lessons. The second important thing is how we analyze that thing. If somebody is a data scientist over here, that person might be able to comprehend that how important the data is altogether. And that is why we have seen an evolution from the chalkboard to the overhead projectors, then PowerPoint slides, and today we have got the smart boards and the online tools to answer and automate the teaching process. With the growing time, the load or the pressure on the educator or the teacher across the globe is growing tremendously. And it is highly essential to understand the fact that if we design a chatbot and if we have some kind of FAQs right in place, it becomes very easy for the teacher to convince the learner, and the learner can also enjoy the time and the efforts that he or she is spending or investing. So everything is shifting from the passive to the active learning. And that is why it is all the pedagogy transformation. Now, coming to this constructive approach, I always believe in the comprehensive work. And that is why I have designed this constructive approach. That means students construct the knowledge through engagement, discussion, and reflection. I'm altogether a great friend of yours, and we are doing the same thing. There is a knowledge transfer going on, and we are having something constructive via engagement, discussion, reflection of the ideas, and then the sustainability of the ideas, which will help you in the near future as well. So, teachers, educators, all respected, they act as facilitators guiding the inquiry and the exploration. Today, in most of the schools, colleges, even the universities, government or the semi government or semi aided or the private, it is absolutely necessary that students get the admission. So many of my fellows and colleagues, they will have to call the person for the admission process. Am I correct? People who are in teaching, they also have such kind of thing. Yes or no? Please type in numeric 1 if you are making some kind of cold calls or the pitches so that you get some kind of thing, right? So please, absolutely yes. Now, in that case, cannot we have some kind of things whereby we can automate the things? We have something project based, and hence AI comes into picture. AI is defined as artificial intelligence. So think about that has got a DNA, and everything has got some kind of intelligence that is being inherited or transferred. In the same manner, but for a human being, the transfer of the knowledge to the next generation is a time-taking process. So we got some idea that why not make the machines intelligent? We transfer some of the knowledge so that we can delegate the task. But it is a myth that AI will take away the jobs. It is not. AI cannot take away the skill. AI cannot take away the sentimental approach because everything is humanized. So if we are having this, so it is a great method so that we save the time and efforts. And that is why there is artificial intelligence in each and every industry, may it be education or we call it a edtech also. Edtech is education with the technology. And hence, this is about the digital marketing in education. So digital marketing I call as a duo, it is art and science all together. So promoting the learning resources, reaching new students, and building an ecosystem with the educator brands. So today it is very easy to learn. YouTube is the biggest teacher. But as a mentor, myself, as an educator, you are, do you know that is that education worthy or not? You are not knowing that. So why not you create a curriculum, you create an assessment, hassle-free, whereby your students will be your loyal learners, and hence you have got a great product altogether. Product in the terms of students. So key benefits attract more learners, collaborators, whereby we are deploying every strategy. So today I requested everyone to join via laptop because we are going to have some activity as well for everyone. So I will try to talk about some of the strategies whereby I have some task for you for a minute or two. So do you have some of the people who have laptop? Can you please type in numeric 1 if some of you are having or they have joined via laptop? Please type numeric 1 if some of you are having laptops. Okay, great. Okay, so Mr. Syed is the first to answer every time, and it is really appreciable. Anyone else? Okay, okay, Mr. Mohammed. Who else? Yes, anyone? Okay, anyway. So, Mr. Syed, during that time, I will ask you to share the screen as well. Would you mind sharing your screen for a while so that we can see the live case study, that how the things can be comprehended and we can infer some kind of information from them. Will that be okay for you, Mr. Syed? If I ask you to do a little activity and you share your screen with every one of us, this will be a live interaction altogether. So type in yes if that is okay. So in the meanwhile, we will delegate that. So the practical strategies that we want to deploy along with the education and everything is the first thing is SEO, that is search engine optimization. So search engine optimization, I decipher as kind of bundled strategy whereby we are making our content discoverable. It is not the new thing that we have invented at all. No, we have not done any invention, but we are doing the repeated things, but in a more polished manner, in an intelligent manner. So, how we are able to define that and how it is helpful for the educators. So, assume, take a hypothetical situation that your college or the school management has asked you to find some of the content which is available in Google. For example, you try to you try to find out some of the list of the uh, communities where a lot of students are situated. Now, how will you get to know unless and until you do not know the keywords? First, if you know the keywords, how you are making that query intelligent, because ChatGPT is not God. ChatGPT will not help you when you have to pinpoint and you have to go for multiple options. And that is why SEO will come into picture. So the second thing is the marketing. Content is the king altogether, as we all know that whatever we think about, whatever we pen down, and whatever we bring about in our speech, that is about the content. And the same thing, the social media. It is very difficult to reach one-on-one situation. So we try that we reach out to the prospect students and various other prospects. It can be a student, it can be stakeholders, it can be for the discovery of some future recruit as well. So social media is a mandatory, whether it is LinkedIn, YouTube, or Instagram, right? And the next format is the email. So what if we draft an email that lands directly to your inbox and has got a very good open rates? You are opening that email and starting to convert. And in the later run, we will have some tools to demonstrate as well that how these tools can make the work of an educator, teacher, or the researcher super easy. We come to the next part, whereby we have some kind of case studies as well. So, for example, there is a person, Rachna, random name, began the publishing in his blog every Monday, and that particular thing is from the COVID stage as well. So she has deployed some of the strategy, and with that strategy integration, there is a spike in the traffic, there is a spike in the queries, and altogether there was a 40% increase in the course enrollments. There are a lot many researchers, lot many teachers, educators who are not satisfied with the job that they are pursuing. So in that case, they want to be a self-independent mentor whereby they can explore the world, they can have the enrollment, and they want to mentor. And I'm one of them. So in that case, Instagram following grew up from the 800 to over 7,000. And that is about the 6 months. Why? Because she has been an educator, but she has been a passionate learner. She tried to deploy the strategy in the manner that these are the key insights. So increased student engagement with the learners interacting with the content, and have you take the example for the live session as well. I'm trying to cover each and every aspect so that to understand, because I know the journey. I know as a learner that what are the things that are needful. And in the group also, the information has been fostered into this kind of plethora of information that you know the information right in place. Now coming to the next point that we have another case study, which is a STEM bridge. It is an organization based in Africa. because it is not only about the Asia continent, we are talking about the world as well. So that was the EdTech review. The source, if we talk about 2023, that they deployed Facebook Live, such as we have got the live as well, YouTube Live. In the same manner, we have the Facebook Live. The NGO or the non-profit organization, they organize regular live session with the local science teachers, which explain the concepts. And science is never learned in the theoretical manner, as you all know that. So every educator, they have to be all-rounder. First of all, it is not about the science, it is about the psychology, and you have to understand about the learner process. Conceptual understanding will lead to some, not if you don't talk about the moons, this will land you to some of the stars as well. So that they can significantly expand the educational reach. Now, also another aspect, another feather in the cap, that is every person has to be an entrepreneur. And I define entrepreneur as like this. As you can see on the screen, that every letter has depicted the qualities that the entrepreneur should possess. And if you follow this paradigm, I think everybody can be a cornerstone, and you can add so much value to everybody's life. So this PPT, I will ask the management to share with everyone as well, but do not consider this. Consider that what we are talking, what we are inferring, and how we are taking this ahead. Of course, I will. Ms. Anjun, don't you worry about that. Okay, coming to the next, that's role of AI in the modern education. This is something very important and the crux that everybody is here for. So machine stimulating human intelligence, another kind of paraphrasing the definition of artificial intelligence. So what are the benefits of teaching we talk about? Personalized learning, journeys, student data. We understand that how the student learn from the psychological aspect. But who is going to tell them? What is LMS? So everything has to be designed in the manner that we complete the quorum of two aspects. What are the two aspects I'm writing to everyone? One is called the UI and other is called the UX. It is absolutely important because today is the era of artificial intelligence, ChatGPT, and others. People fail to understand this UI UX concept. Why? Because they want to be an option in the front of people. They want themselves that people should choose that particular product first. No. Everything has to be tested first. That is why the Japanese technique is supreme. That is on the top, right? So that is about the feedback mechanism we talk about. The examples of use, if we talk, ChatGPT is one of them. Why? Because that is one of the product that we know because that has created so much hype. Another one is Quillbot, Grammarly, Edpuzzle. Now, in a later run, in the later 3-4 slides later, I will tell you that what are the tools that are specifically customized for the teaching or creating an environment, which is the learning and the which is ultra learning techniques. Then we have the insights as well. So everything is homework. Just like we design a report card for each and every student. In the same manner, we have to design a report card for us as well. And we forget to do so. We never backtrack because backtrack has been the instinct which we have forgotten. So backtracking is so much important in the same manner as it is important to proceed or to progress further. So what are the key ideas? What are the struggling students? Where they are struggling? We fail to understand. So if the person is good at science and the person is not good at mathematics, we take it for granted. No, it is not. The method has to be defined in a manner that mathematics can also be taught in a scientific manner. And it is not about the MATLAB. It is not about the statistics. It is about the way. It is about the technique. And everything has to be in. There are learning gaps in the real time. And AI, with the help of AI and our more focused approach, we want to fill the gaps. That is it. Because ultimately, the manager has to do the task. The way can be any. I hope you will agree to this. Coming to the next point, that some of the best AI tools for education which are free of cost. So one is Canva, and we will come to this list. But I want Mr. Syed right now. Are you available, Mr. Syed? Tell me, are you there? Who has joined via laptop? Yes. Yes. Are you there, Mr. Syed? Okay. If I ask anyone that you are into research, anyone who is from research, what is the trending topic as of now? Can you tell? Okay, no worries, please. Can you tell anyone what is the trending topic in the research, or if you are into semiconductors, or if you are into renewable energy, what is the trending topic? Anyone? And how to go about that? How to find out that what is the trend? Anyone has the answer? Chip making. Okay. How do you know? How do you know? So today we are in India whereby everything is moderately, and India is the country of tropical things where every 50 kilometers there is a shift. There is a shift. So if there is a particular shift in this ideology, and we want to know what is the shift, and if we are writing some publication, research papers, what should be the topic which people are searching? Isn't it a great thing? If we try to write a publication which people will search in the next 6 months, is it great? If you know this technique, health issues prediction by DL. I tell you a tool, basically, everyone. Please, I'm writing in the chat box. That is going to be the Google Trends. Google, as you know, Google is a search engine. So Google Trends is one of the tool whereby you get to know what is there in that. So I try to share the screen with you 1 minute. I try to show the Google Trends. Give me a minute, everyone. So till that time, you can open up on your screen as well, Google Trends. So this is one of the tool whereby we get to know that what is in the market and how is it going on. Just a minute, I sign into that tool as well. Okay, 1 minute. Yes, please. Tell me if you're able to see the screen, whereby we have this tool in front of us and we get to know that what is the trending now. So here, can you see this? This is all about the data. We search everything in Google, but we forget that what is the searching algorithm. What is that particular thing which we can leverage from Google in the free? We never know that. Why? Because we do not know that technique. So what if we get to know that we can pull the data in a very comprehensive manner from the Google itself? That will be a wonderful scenario. So consider this situation. First, please type in numeric 1 if everybody is able to see the screen, whereby it is Google Trends in front. Okay, perfect. Thank you, Rama ma'am. Thank you. Okay, now this is India as a country by default. In the past 24 hours, this is the timestamp. We have the categories and we have all the trends. And if we have active trends also, we have so many threads to choose from. So you are requested, everyone, after this session is over, the first thing that you want to do is you have to do it that for your own research, for your own thing that you are the subject, you have to find out what is that thing which is super important, super essential that you are missing. You have been a great operator, you have been a great manager, but you are lacking the subject. This is essential. Yes or no? So this is one of the top priorities that should be taken care of. And if we have this homework done, certainly my every campaign will be a hit. So this is the first and foremost, everybody has to practice. And this is not Chat GPT. And everything cannot be achieved via Chat GPT. Why, people? Understand. Why? Because Chat GPT, we are making them intelligent. How can the Chat GPT more intelligent of us? No, it cannot be. So we cannot take it for granted. Above all, I go back to the another screen whereby I try to find out. I tell you what is SEO. Okay. From a layman perspective. Now, I want everyone to search in Google, right? So open Google, everything is Google, data scientist, right? Become a data scientist. And for being a data scientist, the degree is not a need anymore. Okay, perfect. So where here, every educator, try to find out what is cheetah. Okay, we have this animal from the loins family, which is cheetah. Okay, everyone, can you all see that in the Google I have searched the cheetah animal? Yes, and on searching cheetah, I see that there are so many images whereby we have this cheetah and the National Geographical, some of the videos from the YouTube, which is again a part of Google, the second largest search engine. Then we have cheetah Wikipedia. Okay. Then we talk about absolutely yes. To a surprise, can any one of you find Google ads running on this keyword? Tell me. Any one of you. If you can find some advertisement running on this keyword cheetah on your screen at any geography. Can you find out? No. Do you have a reason why? Okay, on the contrary, I do one thing. First time we have cheetah, and in the next tab, or here only, I try to search Nike. Okay? Right. Or I do one thing, rather than I have Puma. Can you see on my screen the first ad is sponsored? Can you see on my screen this is sponsored written? And this is a sponsored result, which is the outcome of Google Ads. Right? Absolutely. So what has changed? In the cheetah, animal was there, but going to the basics, from the science, from the species we talk about, Puma is also from the cat family. Yes or no, everyone? Puma is also from the cat family, but we are not seeing any animal as of now. Yes, we have this, we have all the things, but not the animal. How is it possible? So that is what Google algorithm is. That Google is not concerned about what is being searched. Google is concerned about why it is being searched. And I should show the results, which should convince my user to click on the result. That is what SEO is. Correct, everyone? So that is what I want to talk about. Another is I talk about another animal from the cat family, which is the cat, right? So this is an example which is relatable to every industry, every segment. So when we type in CAT, it says about common admission test. No. How? There's a picture of the cat, but we are having this common admission test. Is this relatable? Tell me. No, it is not. So that is what the jumbled up Google is. And why there is a hype of that? Common admission test. But if we understand how Google works, won't that be a great thing? Won't that thing that we try to achieve the result as per the compliance of the Google? Right, everyone? So that is what we have to learn as an educator. And not only we have to learn, we have to tell our students as well, whatsoever be the grade. It can be a PhD scholar as well, who is trying to publish some publications, getting some scopus done, but he or she is not able to find the right match, not the right publication, which is fair enough. So in that segment, the SEO strategy and every strategy of the digital marketing and AI is going to help you. I hope this example was perfect one to make you understand what I wanted to convey. Please type in capital alphabet Y if everybody is okay with that. Capital Y if that is understandable and you are taking a great takeaway. Okay, wonderful. Thank you. So this was some kind of practical which I wanted everyone to perform while you are joining via laptop. Okay. Thank you for the responses. That really motivates me to go with the same enthusiasm and zeal. Now coming to the next point that I have jotted down some of the tools for you. Okay. Thank you, Deborah. So we have got the best AI tools for education as well. So this tool has got a purpose and everything has got a purpose, right? And the highlights as well. So Canva, we already know it, that it is a great alternate to every tool that is available and a good friend to the designer. ChatGPT, if you talk about. The next thing, which is a great thing, which was already great, but it is super great, which is the Khan Academy AI tutor. How many of you, they already are aware of Khan Migo, which is a AI tutor, Khan Academy, which is mostly free. Khan Academy. Khan, okay, great. So, perfect. Now, many of the researchers, many of the things, many of people, they are confused what tool to go for. What is the paradigm? So 24 hours will always remain the 24 hours. They are not going to change anyway. But your way can change. Your strategy can change. So I'm going to tell you some of the tools whereby you can deploy this in the regular practice. Khan Academy AI tutor, I just show you what the interface is and what are the offerings that they have for you. Khan Academy, and this is AI. So as we try this, do you know that this is the auto suggestion feature of Google? And they take the suggestions from you people only who are searching. And that is what, again, the SEO aspect. How Google knows what is being searched. That depends on the behavior, that depends on the searches happening at the particular IP address or the fencing of the IP address. Khan Academy, and my keyword is going to be this, Khan Academy AI. I do not know the tool, but Google understood that it is a query and we are having this AI for education. So we have this AI for education, and this is about a one-stop solution whereby we have everything right in place. And it is free to join us as a learner, teacher, or a parent. The most sophisticated thing is that if we go to the back traditional teaching or the traditional mentoring, getting feedback from the people is very difficult. Yes or no? Maybe learner, people are sitting at homes, you are mentoring them, whether it is the knowledge transfer in the corporate, and behind the scene, everybody is away from the PC. They are hearing, but they are not listening effectively. So the best part can be done is that we can make some kind of phenomena intelligent where we can shape the future of education. And that is why this is one of the tool whereby we have everything right in place as a LMS. And it is also there that the person who is undertaking the course progresses ahead to the next course once the first course is done. And there's also quiz also, assessment also. And that is what it is, the LMS. So you are requested to explore this as one of the great options for your own education, for your courses. It doesn't matter whether it is about the school or the college. It can be any education. It can be the course. If we talk about the Rama ma'am, you can go for the astrology courses as well. So I think this is one of the whether you are into financial market or the share trading, everything is benefit. Everyone is getting benefited. Coming to the next part, then we have another tool which is Grammarly. Everybody is aware of that. We have got a great thing which is called plagiarism, right? We have the about the session also. My colleague has discussed plagiarism. Now, plagiarism is something which comes into picture when people they try to steal the content. Plagiarism. So, what if we have some kind of tool whereby we try to humanize it? Whether we generate the content or we try to humanize it with our own English, with our own education that we have done, right? So in that case, originality AI is one of the tool whereby this can be deployed, whereby we see how much of the content is copied, how much is can be humanized. For example, ChatGPT, they use the term which is called unlock. Why unlock? It is a robotic language. We do not use it often. Have you seen people wearing the suits in India on a day-to-day basis, unless they are diplomatic in nature? No, it is not. So it is all about the sentiment exchange. The communication has to be great only when you are understanding how they learn, how that approach has to be robust and the rational. Take live example. We have been on this platform for more than an hour now, right? And it is at most engaging. And I'm trying my level best so that the pace, the English language is so kind of humanized that everyone is able to comprehend. Now, another one, it is the free auto draw. We can draw the quick illustrations as well. Okay. Now, another tool which is not in the picture right now, I want to give away to everyone, which is called Xmind. This is another tool. Please make a note of it, everyone. I have written in the chat box. So, for example, if you have some kind of imaginations about something, and you want to bring the imagination to the reality. For example, flowcharts, a roadmap to the plan which you don't know. So you are having some ideas, but you are trying that in the near future, you want to collaborate them. In that case, it is absolutely necessary, very free it is, and you can have the imagination and various elements that you can deploy very easily. And after this, we have some of the paid tool as well. Most of the people, they already are into this and they are using that. So Magic School, brisk teaching, and we have another which is called Socrate. I tell you, I'll show you one of the, give me a minute. I have some video to show you as well, where you can learn how this process goes on. 1 minute. This is called Socrates.ai, and I like to play with everyone so that uh, you need to forgive if the audio is not there, but still you can visualize and you can learn from that. Just a minute. Yes, everyone. So this is some kind of AV and visual that I want to play. So that was about Socrate tool. And do someone know where the word Socrate.ai come from? Very basic question. Yes, the Socrate.ai is coming from the great Socrates, right? European. So that is what about, right? So that is the essence that Socrate.ai is one of the tool which is a paid, first of all, a disclaimer. And then it is all about one-stop solution for majority of the things. And this was told about the school. It was told about the school. No, it is not. About the every other courses, every other thing. Next, we have the brisk teaching. Brisk teaching is the workflow automation and how we can delegate the things altogether. So personalized content, story wizard, Teddy AI. So all these kind of things. Also, do you have any idea about the co-pilot? We have the chat GPT, we have the co-pilot as well. Sorry for that. We have the co-pilot as well. Socrates Plateau. Yes, absolutely. Right. So yes, that is about the computation and the machine learning altogether. Also, if we talk about the Copilot, which is by the Internet Explorer, the Windows, Microsoft tool. And we have got the Education Copilot as well. That is about the lesson and worksheet creation. Now I go further to tell you some of the important aspects which we do not search. It is not to underestimate that we have got the Made in India AI tools as well. And we cannot underestimate the power of India. So I have jotted down these tools specifically to tell everyone that have the tools made in India, AI tools whereby we have got Teachment, we have got Cyber Square, and we have the Bharat GPT as well. The biggest challenge that we have in India is we have got the languages, we have got the dialects. There are so many vernacular options. And that is why we have the company by Core Rover, whereby Bharat GPT is into this picture. And we are deploying this not only for the regional schools, but for every other department. And if you are a researcher, it will be easy for you to get the data for the India as well. Correct? So, for example, your research, the target is India or the north part or the south part of India. And you cannot use a European tool. You cannot use the American tool because they have the consensus, they have the they have the data for the American markets. But you need for the Indian markets as well. For example, I tell you one case study. Any person who is having some research in the field of insurance, actuarial sciences, is there anyone who has got the research in actuarial sciences about the calamities, about the natural disasters? Anyone? Or from the disaster management? Anyone? Is there anyone who is here? Okay, I take example of that. Why? Because the medicine and the insurance, they are having a handshake, and it is the utmost era of that. And absolutely. So if we talk about insurance, means Anju, so we take example that how much is the education, how much is the population of India, if we have this, and above all, if we try to find out that how much is the population of India which is adequately insured. First, we have to find out how many of the people are, how many percentage of the population of India, they are insured. And out of that insured segment, we have to find out how many of the people or the percentage they are adequately insured. Correct? And ChatGPT or any other tool, they cannot give you the exact data, right? You cannot go to the EY or the Deloitte or any other consultant firm whereby you get to have the data done. Why? Because that's the real time. And in the insurance also, you have got so many segments: life insurance, journal insurance, and various health insurances as well. So it is altogether your own data, which can be born, which can be fostered from these tools. I hope you will agree to this, right? And if we are comparing about the development, what is a developing country? America insurance, we cannot compare. Why? Because in America, the population is about 40 crores. And we are having more than 2,000 insurance companies above all. But in India, we have only 24 to 25 companies catering to the population of more than about 140 crores. So forgive me if the data is something incorrect. So I want to lay emphasis that such kind of data can be deployed and we can enrich our resource or some kind of research also with time. And hence, AI tools will really help into this. Any questions as of now? Or we can proceed ahead? Yes, anyone? Any questions? You can type. Okay, perfect. Great. So, Mr. Dankar, there are two situations in which there are no questions. One is absolutely is clear, and the other is overhead transmission. I believe the second is not the case, right? So always you are welcome. I have the 10 minutes of delivery. And after that, you are requested. Thank you. That's great. That's awesome. That's give me more energy. So in the last 10 minutes, you are welcome, whereby you can ask me the doubts and I will try to answer that. Then we have made in India tools. Now coming to something implementing this. That how we are going to implement this. We have learned. Okay. We have learned this, but are we implementing in the right manner? Second, are we implementing so that it is impactful? It is not that we waste our time. Today we deploy, and after a month we deploy another strategy. So, what is that particular? Absolutely, Sasi, of course, I will. So, integrate chatbots to answer FAQs, how we can make the Google form intelligent, how we can integrate AI plugins to analyze the feedback. I give you one situation, everyone. Think about every one of you are designing Google Forms. Yes or no? Tell me. Everyone? Okay. I give you a question. Okay. Try to answer. That we are having a Google form, and I consider a person who is into graduation, a second year graduate, and one of the resource person is the assistant professor, and he or she has to measure the performance of each and every candidate. Okay, this is the case study. Second is you need to design a form whereby you are asking the person to write down the marks of first semester. Then you need to have a subtotal of the first semester, and then second semester subtotal. And every time you are creating a subtotal, that should be visible to the person who is filling the form. Do you have any idea? You are having the stages of the form. First, in the first go, the person is filling the form for the marks of the first semester. As soon as the person completes the first semester, when the person clicks on next, before the next, entire marks of first semester should be visible by the person who is filling the form. Do you have this method? Whereby in the sequence we have the form. Second stage, third stage. First year marks, 2 semesters. So first semester marks to be calculated once the form is submitted. Do you have any way out? Right, absolutely. So this is something which is the intelligent aspect. We never thought about. We never thought about. Why? Because this problem that never came to our mind. But as an engineer, I always talk about something innovative, something where we get to learn. Right? So if we have to deploy this, how can we make that form intelligent? I will talk about that. So next, how to integrate a chat box to answer the students. So the tools you can use is Dialogflow. Dialogflow is one of the tool whereby we can design that. No code chatbot builder it is. Dialogflow, I just show it to you, everyone. This is one of the good tool which everybody has to look into, which is Dialogflow. Okay, 1 minute. I just try to share the screen with everyone so that everybody sees it. This is going to be a great thing because knowing something which is almost free and how we are going to have that. So this is about the Dialogflow, everyone. Create agent. So what are we doing here? We are going to have this. So this is about the documentation. We are having the conversational agent. We are creating some chatbot. We are using this Google platform, whereby which is a Google Cloud, cloud.google.com, whereby we have dialog flow tools, and we are having this technology to be deployed for our own professions. So whereby no coding is needed and you can start for free right here. When you click on start for free, there is something which will know about the country where you have. Some of the tools which are free, they require some kind of credit so that there is a trust which is always there. So this is how we can use this particular tool. And after this, please get back to this tool and try to learn about. So why I'm trying to, so that I show you more of the tools also. So another which is called Communicate Bharat GPT, and another thing is LMS or WhatsApp or API. What if we can integrate the API with our website, and we integrate the API with the Google form also and sheet also, so that they become intelligent? So this is about the step-by-step technique. I tell you, you need to create a Google form for the feedback. Maybe any student course satisfaction or suggestions, link it with the sheet. Try to have add-ons. There are so many artificial intelligence add-ons that you can deploy. Some are for the free, some are for the credits. For example, we have GPT for the sheets. This is about the summarized open-ended feedback, which I was talking about. So this is about the summary whereby you get the feedback right away, right? Power tools. Power tools is how about the clean and organize the data? You are an educator and you're asked by the management, or there is an inspection going on for the NAC. I hope everybody is aware about. So NAC is somebody, and we have the NBA inspection, and you are suddenly asked, how many of the students from the second year, they have chosen marketing as the elective? Yes, the question goes like this. How many of the students in the second year in your course have selected marketing as one of the electives? You are puzzled. Why? Because you never know that. But if I tell you that using the Google Studio, whereby you have the clean and reporting feature, you get everything in the pinpoint. You can have that right away. And that gives you another tool, which is called Google Data Studio for the visual insights. You can have the pie chart, you can have everything deployed. Right, everyone? So coming to the next point, I will give you everyone this resourceful sheet. Now we have the gamification also. You saw that Socrate.ai, that was highly engaging. There was some kind of animated video whereby the picture like Socrate was moving and explaining you the things that was about the gamification. And hence, everything if it is gamified and LMS has to be designed, certainly the engagement rate is high. So Google Classroom, we have Google Gemini, and we can integrate even the award and the recognition batches as well to motivate, to recognize the talent. We can design that with a plethora of AI tools. So coming to the next, we have set up a simple chatbot using ChatGPT and embed in a Google site. I will teach you, I will mentor you on how we can have the chatbot ready. So how to have this? So there is a OpenAI platform. OpenAI is the company, ChatGPT is the product. So we have to log into the platform.openai, and in there we have got the APIs key as well. I'll tell you about that 1 minute. I just showcase to you everything practical so that you can take a great takeaway. Open AI platform dot open AI. Okay, I tried this and we have the open AI platform. Okay, so what is API? API is nothing but a code or a key. If we have to integrate two people all together, so API is the medium. So you and I are interacting via HighLearn EduTech. In this case, EduTech, HighLearn EduTech is the API, whereby I'm mingling with everyone. In the same manner, you need to have sign up, and then you need to create some AI for that. So you have this, you go for this. This is about the simulation model, and you need to create the one of the API key. Now, I'm not teaching you anything coding over here. I'm just deploying and I'm using this platform so that you learn that how we can design a chatbot for free of course without the knowledge of the coding. And there is a lot more in it, but it is impossible to cover all at once. But I'm very much interested. So this is one of the sample which I created for you, which will be given to you as well. So we have this script and we have this coding. The coding has been generated by the ChatGPT or that particular tool which we talk about, the Google API. And then after, once this is generated, we have to copy, we have to generate that key, and where it is written your open API key, we need to paste over here. And hence, we have our own code, we have our own ChatGPT bot. Not only the ChatGPT bot, but the answering bot, which will be deployed with any other tool as well. Okay, so everything is in a process, people understand. First, we need to create some API. Second, we need to give them the permission. Third, we need to have the platform for the deployment. And in this, the third stage where we are creating a simple HTTP site, and we are using this so that we are deploying this. Very simple. And last of all, we need to embed this in the Google site. Why we are talking about the Google sites? Very simple, because Google sites are free to maintain. Otherwise, if you have the domain or the hosting to embed, you can embed in that particular site as well. So I have tried to cover the aspect. However, this is a never-ending subject, and I would like to interact for a number of times, infinite times as well. But I learned this thing. As an engineer, I was very much interested to know about the techniques whereby we can use that AI cloud computing in a hassle-free manner. And right now we have about the future trends and ethical considerations. The most important aspect for you is you want to know how safe the AI tool is. And this has to be the reason. This has to be the thought process in everybody's mind, that how much of the data is private? How much is a security feature? What if the data is having a breach, right? So all these are the future trends, and you have to consider the ethical approach also. So if you have to disclose the AI generated materials, if you can share that material, right? Last, I was talking about, I was a part of that, my respected colleague was there, plagiarism. So plagiarism, the important aspect is we cannot share the content, we cannot share the publication, we never know whether it is a property of the intellectual property rights. That has to be a copyright feature. And if it is copyrighted, we cannot have that rephrasing done. So this is about the risk of misinformation. And we have to save ourselves from such unethical practices whereby we are losing the data, Not only this, we are under this IPR. IPR is a body which is about the all the intellectual property rights. So we have to promote the critical thinking and digital literacy. And not only the story stops here, it is not about the literacy, it's about the being education. And education is lot different from the literacy program. So right now, I open this platform to have a quick discussion. What we have learned is a quick overview, in-depth analysis. We have got a vision, we have goals, strategy, tactics, operations, documents, and finally the presentation. This is the stage in everybody's life. Okay. So I was a child, I was learning about the Shakuntala Devi puzzle all the time, whether the brain should never be empty, basically. That is why I have designed this puzzle over here. And we have shown this arrows, which is a progress ahead. And do you know what are these colorful lines at the bottom? The colorful lines at the bottom represent, they are the glitches in the system. It is absolutely ideal situation that we cannot have the glitches. Every system has got the glitches, but the system has to be robust, and we have to follow this path. And then after, the room is open for the queries and questions if you have. And right now, with my control, I stop sharing that for a while. And 1 minute, please. And out of the controls, and I open this platform so that anybody can unmute yourself and ask the or raise the questions if you. And a single request, everyone, please be very respectful and avoid unnecessary noises should not be a part, with all the respect. Thank you. Yes. So person, Mr. Syed, you can unmute yourself and you can raise the concern.
Thank you so much, sir. It was a great step for our generation to learn something regarding AI tools. I have a few questions. If you please let me clear these. First
Sure, please.
question, because I wrote these questions on a paper. First question is, as you mentioned, AI tools like adaptive learning platforms. What risks do you see in relying heavily on these tools, especially in terms of data privacy or bias? It's my
Right.
first question.
Okay. Right. Second.
Second question is, can AI replace traditional teaching method, or it is as a supplement for them?
Okay.
Third
Great.
question.
Yeah.
Third question is ethical guidelines what ethical guidelines should schools follow when implementing these AIs?
Okay. Perfect. Great.
Yes.
All three questions.
Yes,
I
sir.
think we should clap everyone for Mr. Syed, who has really understood the aspect. And all the three questions are very much valuable and great. Thank you. I'll try to
Thank
answer,
you.
Mr. Syed. You can mute yourself.
Sure,
The
sir.
first question that Mr. Syed has asked is that about the AI tool segment, that I take the second question first about the reliance. So we cannot bring into AI the substitution of the educator. No, it cannot be. Why? Because something is, AI is not the entire globe, not the entire God. So what if the education, thank you so much. What if the educator has put in so much of efforts to deploy the AI? So AI is always an assistant and the secretary, right? The secretary cannot replace the entire kind of diplomacy, or we talk about the hierarchy, they cannot replace. And hence, I give it this, that to be more intelligent, to be more resourceful, so that you can delegate your task well, So it is absolutely necessary because 24 hours remain the same. But today, people are becoming more intelligent. Why? Because of the mobile devices. Everywhere there is so much of gyan, so much of information, and hence we need to tackle with those people. And to tackle with those people, it is absolutely necessary that we delegate the tasks. Okay. So to manage the human resources is difficult, but not impossible. But in the same manner, if you have the affirmative right in place, you can deploy, you can delegate the task to AI. Done. Second, you talk about the cyber things. So how ethically it has to be? So I would say that everything has to be ethical, and that can be ethical only if you are very much attentive. Not only you, everybody. If we are sharing the data with AI, and the first permission that they ask is your location, right? The first thing. Second, they ask you about the contact list. Now you need to have the second question raised in your mind, that do I need to share the contact information? Do I need to share the geography? Do I need to share the login information? So have the thoughtful right in place. And that is why education comes into picture, Mr. Syed. And ultimately, what we are going to do is every AI tool has got the cookie policy, and they capture the cookies and the information. So it is absolutely necessary. We cannot shut that system, but we can have the secured ecosystem. So that is the first point. Second, you cannot have the entire cloud thing come into picture. Everything has to be a hybrid model. So everything, make a copy, make a replica in the local systems rather than everything on the cloud. Because there are a lot of viruses, Trojan horses. In that case, you do not want that data to be corrupt. And that is why the hybrid model will be more appropriate and suitable all the time. Whether it is today, whether it is more than after 50 years. Okay. I hope I answered all the three questions, Mr. Syed.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much. Anybody else who would like to ask? Okay. Anybody else? No problem. Always welcome to all people. No questions? Or you are waiting for the dinner? Yes, tell me. One more question is, what role does AI? Thank you, Mr. Patil. Neelam, Miss Patil, sorry. One more question. What does role AI play in reducing the educational inequality? So educational inequality is something, uh, can anybody answer? What is educational inequality? Yes, anyone? What is educational inequality? So to answer this, first of all, everybody has to know what is educational inequality. So I tell you that AI is something which is irrespective of anything. Okay, may it be the ethnicity, may it be this, but the answers. So ChatGPT and various other, they have a disclaimer that we are giving only the answers to the question being asked. Yes or no? So that is why if we are pinpointing to that particular plethora of the segment, they are bound to answer that. But on a rational approach, on a robust technique, yes, on a robust or the rational approach, if we deploy, AI has the absolute answers which does not consider any the outcome, any race, or different social groups as well. So the answer to the people for the student may be of any age would remain the same until your question is modified in the manner. If you are mentioning senior citizens as the phrase in the question, certainly the answer has to be that defined. So if you have such kind of questions, then only that will be populated, otherwise not. Because all the simulation system are designed in a manner that they consider the question, the reason behind, and they ask you about that particular segment. And that is why with every answer that you find from ChatGPT or any other tool, they ask you if they need to frame any other answer with respect to the tone, the language, or some sophistication. Yes or no? Why? Because they ask you, yes, they ask you so that they can make the answer intelligent. Okay, perfect. What are the updates we need as a teacher and students? Okay. So that was the entire PPT or the session that we talk about the dates. The update or the takeaway is from me that you need to be all-rounder. You need to be a rational thinker. You need to be an entrepreneur, whereby you're not talking or thinking about the subject. You are talking about the problem that the solution that people should offer or you are finding. So that is the takeaway. You understand a problem, you understand what is the nuances, what is the consequences, what is the impact. Out of the box thought process should be deployed for a teacher or the educator today. So gone is the traditional method, because you have to be a good salesperson as well. You have to be a great psychologist. You have to be a data scientist as well. So that is all the updated. Every information, every tool you have, stay updated with the tools that I have already discussed. Google Trends, then Facebook, if we talk about, we have got the Facebook Insights as well. And everything has to be in a proper manner. Okay. Any other question, please? Okay. Thank you, my friend, Ms. Syed. Okay. Any other? And this is how I would like to thank you that it was absolutely great to be a part of this cohort. And this is how you can stay connected. And this is about me. In front of you, there's a screen you can scan and you can search me in Google. In Google, if you type Kapil Bhargav Gurgaon, I think that will be more than sufficient. And everybody is welcome to stay connected. And in future, if we get some more opportunities, certainly it will be a great thing to be a part of this cohort. And it is absolutely wonderful, fantastic. This is also flickering. I think the screen also needs some dinner and some nutrition. And I would like to thank our partner, HighLearn EduTech, for organizing this. Thank you so much, sir.
Yeah,
And
thank you
that's
very
all
much, sir.
from my side.
Yeah, thank you very much, sir.
Yes, please.
So on behalf of
Yes.
FDP Institute and on behalf of all participants, we are very much thankful to our resource person, sir. Thank you very much, sir. So on behalf of speaker, sir, and on behalf of FDP Institute, we are very much thankful to all participants for their active participation and active involvement. With this, we'll stop here. Once again, we'll meet in some other online events. Till then, take care. Bye-bye. Thank you, speaker, sir. Thank you, participants. Good night, speaker, sir. Good night, participants.
Certainly. Thank you so much. And good night, everyone. Take care of yourselves and take care of your family. So together, we will meet very soon. Thank you.
Sure,
Namaskar.
sir. Thank you so much, sir.